Hi guys, this week we're testing the Jaguar F-PACE. This is Jaguar's first ever SUV, and it sits in the market with rivals such as the Audi Q5, BMW X3, X4, Mercedes-Benz GLC and the Porsche Macan. It's not a full-size SUV, so you can't get 7 seats, it's just a 5-seater. But in Australia it's known as a mid-size SUV. America might call it a compact SUV. It comes in a range of engine options, everything from a 2-litre turbo diesel 4-cylinder, V6 turbo diesel, to the range-topping 3-litre supercharged V6, which is what we've got here. This is the F-PACE S. The engine is taken from the F-Type S, so it's 280 kilowatts and 450 newton meters. That makes it one of the most powerful SUVs in the class. As far as I know, only the Porsche Macan Turbo trumps it for outright power. Mercedes-Benz does have the GLC 43 AMG coming soon. It's not quite in Australia yet, but that'll bring 270 kilowatts. So with this, with 280 kilowatts, it's definitely at the pointy end of the performance SUV benchmark. This test car does come with quite a few options, chief among which for the exterior are these 22-inch alloy wheels. You can get a few different designs in 22-inch size. I think you can also get 21, but as standard the F-PACE S comes with 20-inch wheels. This one also gets the full black treatment, so you've got black grills at the front, black window trimmings, black spoiler, and then a black diffuser at the back. I don't know about you, but to me this is probably the coolest looking SUV in this class. Definitely stands out against the conservative German rivals, especially with those big black wheels. Jaguar's infused some of its design language into the four-wheel drive, so it's got this F-type style tail lights and the aggressive pouncing front end, also seen on its range of sedans. Full LED lights. And yeah, that big gaping grille at the front. This is based on Jaguar Land Rover's new IQ AL platform, so aluminium intensive platform. It uses double wishbone suspension at the front, inspired by the F-Type setup, and at the rear you've got a multi-link setup mounted to the subframe, or integral link as Jaguar calls it. Despite the efforts to save weight, it's not quite the lightest SUV in the class. It's about average. So the Porsche Macan weighs about the same, 1850, 1860 kilos. And then the Audi Q5 is about 2000 kilos. But then the BMW X3 and X4 are about 1750, so about 100 kilos lighter. I'll start it up, we can have a listen. So it doesn't get the, just shut that buzzer up, doesn't get the full dual mode exhaust like the F-Type, but it does sound definitely nice and throaty and barky, especially from the outside. From the inside I've noticed it's pretty quiet. It just sounds like a sort of mildly aggressive V6, but then the outside is, yeah, lets out a real bark. I'll just get it out of the sun and we can have a good look at the interior. So this does carry a lot of the Jaguar theme inside. This bottom cluster here is carried over from the XE and the XF. And then it's got this new widescreen touchscreen system. This is a much better system than the previous system, although the previous system wasn't that bad. But it's just, yeah, keeping up with the times, going widescreen. So you've got different apps and things you can choose from, play around with the vehicle settings. This one's also got digital radio. You can get TV control as well, and also play around with the different apps. Being a mid-size SUV, it is pretty roomy in here. although there are a few Jaguar traits. So it's just the big center console, which makes you feel a bit cocooned in like you're in a sports car, and the A-pillars are quite low for this segment anyway. It's not quite as confined as some of the sedans with the pillar comes right down for a very sleek design, but it's a little bit cramped, whereas this is okay. This one's also fitted with the optional sunroof, massive sunroof. You can actually take that whole panel all the way back, so you've got a huge opening there. It's pretty cool. I'll have a look at the back seats. So without getting in, you can see that there's quite a lot of room even for this segment, and then it's got these cushy, very soft, comfortable rear bench at the back. Good amount of leg room, and headroom's pretty decent as well. It does start to draw right down at the back there to give it sort of a coupe-like exterior, but it doesn't seem to affect rear headroom, although with that sunroof it does give you a tiny bit more. You've got rear climate control, rear heated seats as well, and this car is also fitted with the brown leather. When you first say, oh, it's got brown leather, it doesn't seem like a good idea, but to me, I actually like it. The exterior is very black, so the last thing you want is sort of black seats as well. I think the brown just brightens it up just that little bit, and sort of adds to the luxurious appeal to it. It's good to see Jaguars fit multiple rear vents as well. Some vehicles don't even have rear vents, so it's a bonus to have an extra one there in the B pillar. Let's take it for a drive and see how it goes. So you've got a few different driving modes to choose from down here on this little toggle, including a sporty dynamic mode. And then you've also got the S mode for the transmission as well. You can go into manual mode using the paddle shifters. So the first thing you'll probably notice when driving the car is the instant throttle response. So the supercharger means there's no turbo lag or anything like that. The engine is already building boost, even just at idle. That means as soon as you touch the accelerator, you get instant throttle response. It'll just go as much as you move the throttle. Another good thing you'll pick up when you first drive the F-PACE is the steering. So it's a nice sporty steering wheel, but it's connected to a electric power steering system. Lots of feedback coming through the wheel. It's sharp, precise. It's just really nice to steer down a mountain road like this. And then with that nice steering, you've got really good handling as well from that IQ AL platform, and the double wishbone suspension at the front. There is a little bit of understeer I've noticed when you're really pushing it, but this car comes, or all F-PACEs in Australia come with torque vectoring, which means that it brakes the inside wheels under certain conditions, and also to try and help rotate the car around the corner, leaving power to the outside wheel. So it's just working right then. It does take away the throttle, so if you come into a corner pretty fast, then nail the throttle, it will actually work like a stability control system. But even with the system switched off, the stability control switched off, it's got a very good four-wheel drive system. So that's pretty much flat to the floor then, and it just totally optimizes your drive to get you around the corner safely but quickly as well. The suspension is actually quite nice. It's not too firm, even though sporty SUVs tend to be quite firm just because of the ride height, or the high center of gravity that needs to be reined in with some stiff suspension to make it handle good. But this is actually, it's quite nice. This road is very bumpy, and it's handling quite well. I'm noticing some kickback with those 22-inch alloy wheels, especially in the tighter bends. It feels like it's having trouble keeping up with the wheels. And it also tramlines a bit on dimpled surfaces. But you know, that's the price you have to pay when you want to look this good. Yeah, 3rd gear, instant throttle response. It just goes really, really well. I think Jaguar quotes 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds, so it's very quick. In terms of economy, I'm getting about 10 and 11 or 11 litres per 100 kilometres. It's saying 12 right now, but that's because I've been driving pretty quickly up and down this road. But yeah, in normal conditions, you could expect about 10 to 11 litres per 100 kilometres. So on first impressions, look, I think this is a definite sports SUV. It handles really nicely, sharp handling, and that engine is just a really powerful piece of kit. And then you've got that design, the stunning design. It has to be one of it has to be the best looking SUV in this class, I think. And it's got this sort of modern chic interior. I think it's a good move that Jaguar is offering a range of different engines. So we're going to be testing the 3-litre diesel, the 700 Newton meter diesel, in a couple of weeks. So if you're after something that's slightly more practical or economical, you've also got the option for that. And then the 2-litre diesel as well. So if you really want to save on fuel, you can go for that. I love some of the technology in here. So this version is fitted with a fully digital instrument display. I think that's an option, but it's highly configurable. You can change the gauge or the instrument theme, the technical and all sorts of things. You can also put the map in there as well, so you don't have to look across to there, or you can have something different going on here and have your map, your navigation up there. So it's definitely quite advanced as well for this segment. I'll be putting together a more in-depth review on the website soon, performancedrive.com.au, and we'll do our usual performance video. Until then, thanks for watching. So another clever little gadget that Jaguar offers with the F-PACE is this lifestyle key. I forgot about this. So basically it allows you to leave the key in the car, and then you just wear this as a watch, and then apparently you just go around the back and hold it up against the J, and it will lock the car. It takes a good few seconds to do that, but then you can go for a swim. This is completely waterproof, or you go for a push bike ride or whatever you like to do, and then you don't have to carry around the big clunky key. And then when you want to get back into the car, you just hold it up against the J again, and then push the tailgate, and then it's completely unlocked. That's a cool little gadget, I think.